work out of town at a very physically demanding job. Strangely enough, I'm really lazy. Okay, but I make lots of money, so I have no problem paying for people to do all my housework and yard work. I have a cleaning lady and a kid that mows my lawn and shovels the snow. The way this, my wife knew all of this throughout our relationship. I didn't keep it a secret or anything. She actually seemed to appreciate that my place was always clean when she came over, and that there was more than just pickles and adult soda in my fridge. She lived with her parents to save money while she paid off her student loans. We discussed her living with me, or even just in my house while I was gone, but she wouldn't go for it. Her family is very traditional. Anyways, we got married in September, and she finally moved in with me. She's amazing, and I'm stunned by how hard a worker she is. I also offered to pay off the remaining balance on her student loans, but she won't agree to that. What she did agree to, though, was to take over housekeeping and shopping in return for the money I used to pay my housekeeper being added to her budget. It kind of sucked, but a couple of the guys I work with took her on, so she's okay. The problem is, the dad is big on doing all the work around his house. I'm not. I pay people to clean my gutters. I pay plumbers, electricians, whatever. I work extremely hard for 14 days in a row, and when I'm home, I want to relax. I want to walk my dog and not much more. My dog lived with my parents when I worked, but now he's home with my wife. Since we got married late in the year, my lawn didn't need to be mowed after our honeymoon. We've had a weird year for snow. Like, we just got our first big dump, and since I was coming home last night, she told the kid not to shovel, and she kept the money. Whatever, we're a partnership. She can make decisions like that. However, despite whatever her dad has to say about it, I don't shovel. I could get hurt, or worse, sweaty. So this morning, I made sure she knew that if the snow wasn't removed in 48 hours, we would get a citation from the city. They would send out a crew to shovel, and we would be charged for it at city union labor rates. She said I could shovel. I said I could, but I wouldn't, since I had budgeted for someone else to do it. She ended up having to do it herself. She tried calling the kid, but he was going to school, so he couldn't do it until afterwards, but he had other clients to take care of. She's mad at me because I could have shoveled. I fully could have, but I didn't want to. I never want to. That's why I pay other people to do that crap. I don't even like that I have to unload the dishwasher now. I used to just throw dishes in there and they would end up in the cupboard. Am I the a-hole for assuming that if she took the money for a job, then she would take responsibility for that job getting done? And there are some comments. Rooting over. Wait, so we got another big dump of snow today. There we go. Snowed again. Got to shovel again. My wife knew I wasn't going to do it, and she didn't want to do it, so she called her dad for help. What? He told her that he would come do it and talk to me after work. Talked cool. I am warm inside with my dog. I had already talked to the kid, and he had already done it, been paid, and skedaddled. I was going to tell her father to stay out of our marriage when it came to finances and stuff. Well, he went to his house first and shoveled his sidewalk first and slipped on his sidewalk and twisted his back so he didn't finish. And he won't be coming over after all. Her mom and older brother got him back inside and finished their walk. He had to come over from his own apartment where he pays a monthly fee for snow removal and crap like that. Anyways, her dad isn't seriously injured, no broken bones or a concussion or anything. They had him checked out, but now my wife is home and it's supposed to snow for the next few days. She wants me to go shovel there since it's too hard for her mom, and her brother said he has work stuff and only showed up because it was an emergency. I volunteered to pay for my kid, who is not biologically related to me in any way, but some of you think it is my child, to drive over there and shovel. I even said I would drive him over and have that talk with her father. My wife has agreed that it is best that I pay for yard work and snow shoveling. I'm working on her on the housekeeper, and I'm talking to her about the student loans and the car. I'm thinking of saying that I will pay them off and she can put the money she was paying for them into RRRSP. That's a retirement savings account in Canada. Her dad is Filipino for those